Let's begin episode 1. Because I don't have any of the other episodes downloaded right now. They're working on it. I am very sleepy.
The trout in the towers, the wolves got the fish and they all ran away. The trout, he fought all around the town. Another war to pray. Two weddings brought on by the eggs and diving ducks for me. Two weddings brought on by the
Oh wow, this is really loud.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
That guy is full of sass.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brain. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like
Your
it
face
myself
is a
someday.
proper sword.
You'll never have a sword like that. And I say that as a friend.
How are
Even
you,
if we're being
Shade?
honest, you are just a squire.
Can you hear me?
I had a hand in it, you know.
I was supposed to answer a thing.
What?
Oh well.
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
So what really?
I'm doing alright.
One caught him, I suppose.
But, you know.
That's Skinny Man here, and he'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What do I tell you?
Brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I always
I'm
question
questioning
Norrin's honor.
story.
I only know him for like 5 seconds.
Every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine.
Fucking dumb
Go
all
on.
the time. You get it.
It's your job.
You do it.
You're his squire. It's your job, not mine.
Bone, nobody cares what you remember, okay? Nobody cares.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries.
Ooh. I've heard mixed
His
reviews
honor
about
is
that.
beyond reproach. House
Mostly
Tully
good.
is forever in his debt.
Mostly
I've never
good
seen a
reviews.
field ploughed
I
so
want to
well
see it super
as
bad.
the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield.
Cheers!
Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
What if I don't want to celebrate? What if that's not a thing that's in the cards for
To
me
Robb
right
Stark,
now?
the king in the north.
The King
The King of the North!
Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Iron from ice!
Garrett,
What'd I do wrong?
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become.
What if I don't want
On a
to?
night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's
I'd
also
rather
a
he
question
weren't.
of what's to be done with you?
Maybe he's with a lady.
Been on my mind for a while now.
Disable that bot.
Something must be done.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years
Apparently
now,
that link
but
doesn't
I can't
work.
expect you to squire forever.
For Discord.
How shall I reward your loyalty?
I have to fix that at
What
some
can I
point.
offer you?
to bring honor to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by
there was an
Roderick's
issue
side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not
involving
as a squire,
somebody
but as the
joining
equal of any man who serves House Forrester.
streams and discords.
It's well
that,
deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank
there
you,
we
my
go.
lord.
There was
I
an
promise.
issue, so I have
I
to
won't
fix
let
that
you
stream
down.
soon.
That's
Now that
fine.
like everything's kind of
But for
cooled
now,
down.
keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight.
I'll probably
I wouldn't want
fix
the other
it
squires to feel
after this. I'll talk
Yes, my
to.
lord.
Yeah.
Now go and find
Yeah, that
Roderick if
incident.
you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Exciting incident for all of like not at all. Actually, I'm just lying to myself.
Squire, fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand?
Sure. And I'm
Come
only
on.
a squire.
Can I get
like
up to you?
5 months.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So,
I outrank you. You should help me.
That's not how squirehood works. Be the senior squire. Your squires for 2 different people.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once.
you'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the 7 kingdoms.
Bowen needs
I
throne,
suppose this beats pig
which
farming.
rhymes.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding.
Give it time. You'll get there.
Not easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there. Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
I should probably say that this has spoilers for
expect me to
anybody
carry
who
it for you,
hasn't
Sir Garrett.
actually watched Game of Thrones.
What's wrong?
This does have spoilers in it. So.
What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Save Bowen.
But
We're not
what
assholes.
about-
Bowen
what
might
the
be
hell
an
was that
asshole,
about? Slow
but
down, would you?
we're
What's the
not
rush?
assholes.
There's no need to fucking run.
We have to warn the others.
Warn them about what?
There's no time to explain. We need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
You understand now, Bowen? Bowen is just so freaking blind, I think, because how could he not see all of the Freys with their weapons? Right there in front of him.
Fuck! We need to get back to camp.
Oh shit! Is that not what I had just said? Ah! Shit. Ah! Nope. Oh god, these are quick time events. I'm so bad at quick time events.
Garrett, we have to get back.
Kill everybody, Roderick. Oh god, one button, one button, one button! Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Drag with L. Smack somebody in the face. Alright, I've got this. I've got this. Run. Run.
Ready, boys! Whoa!
Oh no, maybe I don't got this.
That one!
Don't shoot me. Shoot! Thank you. Oh man, I hate quick time events. I hate them so bad. So of course I play a game that's basically nothing but quick time events. Crawl faster. Please, Jared. Okay, that works too. Don't crawl faster. Run. Ah! Nope. Ah! No. I can't hit the button harder. Kick. Horses for you. That is what you get, sir. You get horses. Jared, why you do the thing? Why you...
Good fucking riddance.
Jared, check. Okay, I'm gonna distract this bus, just so you know. Because distraction is the same.
Got it. Did you find Roderick?
Tried to save him.
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Give me my fucking weapon! Oh, that's not a good feeling. Why would you do this?
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
He just broke it. Like, click. This is a good thing I do.
Seven hells.
You're wounded, my lord.
I've suffered worse.
Walder Frey says time's over.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors. You have to go.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well.
He
I
won't
know I can
remember
count
this.
on you.
He's dying. Like,
Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
Go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters.
aye, Captain. Goodbye. Good luck.
With luck, Walder Frey.
Well, I told you he wasn't gonna remember it. I told you. Like, you know what he's not gonna remember? This conversation. You know why? Because he's dead. Because that's what Game of Thrones does. Everybody dies. The end. So that was a good beginning to an episode, right? I mean, only like half of everybody died. So, like, you know, a regular Game of Thrones episode. Oh, fuck dwarven politics, okay? Do not bring that into my good, clean Christian... It's not good, clean, or Christian, I'm sorry. But Dragon Age Origins dwarven politics made me want to shoot myself in the face because there's no good choice. There's no good choice. And, like, you end up killing people because there's no good choice. Why would I want this? Why would I wish this on myself? And yet I've played that game like 20,000 times. Because I like to do this to myself. Alright, we're moving and look, there's a piggy. Oh, there's blood. That's good. We're gonna look at the blood a little bit. Very nice. Did you tell Tofu?
Fresh.
Did you tell her that you named your dwarf Tofu? Oh look, a dead pig. Very nice. Well, Tofu is the most noble of nobles. So, I can't blame you for naming your dwarf Tofu. I have to plug my laptop in because it's dying. There we go. Alright, here we go. That is a cart. We don't really care about carts apparently. We're gonna care about this cart though. We're not gonna care about the other cart. Trust the middle sibling, right? Oh my god, that shit. Oh my god, I played that origin route.
That's
I know.
Father's car.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Why are you killing my pigs, you motherfuckers? Don't you kill my fucking pigs.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
He just killed my fucking pig.
Father.
And
I
my
said
father.
Move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs. I recognize you. You're a Forester Squire.
I am a
Stark
Forester
Bannermen
Squire.
have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead.
Your face is dead.
Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
None of your fucking business.
Use that anger, Jared.
We're gonna feed you to the fucking pigs.
You're a fucking pig. Oh, I can't hold that sword.
That sword's too big for you, boy.
It really
you can
is.
barely pick it up.
Get off my land.
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North.
Nobody
I
likes
reckon
you.
he like a proper lordly sword like that.
Quick time events.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
The fuck you will.
Aye. You'll have it.
Jared, try.
Finish this fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
You really are a pig farmer.
One second. Oh god. No.
Mercy! Please! I beg of you! I have a family! They'll never survive without me! I have no quarrel with you! I was only following orders.
I'm gonna be nice. Right? Fuck the Boltons! Oh my god!
Thank you!
I'm being nice though, because like maybe this won't come and bite me in the ass later.
Lord Whitefield will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
It's already too late for me. I let him live. He has a family. They'll never survive without him. I can't condemn the lives of children just because their father's an asshole.
Father?
Garrett, you survived.
I would die in the Game of Thrones. Is what I'm
Your
saying.
sister?
There would be no hope for me.
She hid.
If I ended up in the Game of Thrones, I would be one of the first to die. Have my fucking head chopped off or some shit.
I tried to stop them.
My sister is dead. My father is dead. This is great. Right? Right? Welcome to the stream, Moon. Welcome to the stream.
I'll kill the men who did this.
I'm streaming. Huh? I have to. This is very loud. So is your eye like swollen?
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him
Here,
his
you
nephew
play for me and I'll
survived!
look in my medicine drawer. All you have to do is... Here, I'll get to the point where you're just like walking around. And then you don't have to see. And then you just have to talk to people.
They were already dead.
So I'll get it to that point.
Bring the Maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
We're Game of Throning.
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton.
Moon, you're here because you love
They
me.
killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
She was only
This
8
never
years
would have
old,
happened with
Ami.
the Starks in power.
She's dead.
It's
'Cause this is the
unimaginable.
Game of Thrones.
Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
Yep.
The blade cut deep.
The
but I
blade
should
did
be
cut
able to
deep.
say
He went...
that
Just stabbed it right on it.
Your justice was swift. Some will call
Because
it vengeance.
he's
no doubt
a
the
healer.
Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed. We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Oh god. Okay. Okay. Mm-mm. This is also why I would not survive medieval times. He just put maggots into his leg and is gonna sew it shut.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal.
Your face is a despicable act
Greater
of
houses
treachery
than
and
ours
betrayal.
have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. a
You do hear
serious
Ami in the
man, but he would have
background.
made a good lord.
She's having a day.
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right.
Does it work?
This might hurt
No.
a bit. Hold this for me, will you?
Did I miss a thing?
I understand from
I
your
gave it to
uncle
you.
that Lord Forrester saved your life.
Yeah, but I don't know where my other dose went.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick.
Well, I know that
Not
is
Roderick couldn't
why.
handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen.
Roderick
Like,
had
I
already
know what the
fallen.
maggots were used for.
There's nothing we could
I
do.
just don't appreciate it very
I'd
much.
imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Yes, I am very strong. very strong with my walking movements.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
You aren't wrong, sir, but that doesn't mean this is a thing I want to do. Let's look at the tapestry. Let's see, we'll look at all of them.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately. Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now.
He's so tiny.
Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
That is likely, Moon, but now I'm very, very unhappy that I have read that.
Treated me like I was a Forrester myself.
So thank you.
Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
It's like half appreciated.
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Nobody cares what you have to say, healer. Can I not walk around the chair? Is the chair literally right against the fireplace? Like, that's dangerous. It's a wooden chair. It's ironwood. The strongest of woods, but I bet you anything its bitch ass still catches on fire.
The Ironwood Grove.
Because the cat loves you. The cat wants to make sure you feel okay.
An ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world. The Forresters owe their lives to this wood
health insurance?
and the weapons that come
So
from it.
they'll give you a discount. A $300 bill comes out to about $180.
I may be mistaken. You do
The
seem
ones
able
in
to put weight on
Pennsylvania
it.
where they charge $300 and then discount it down to $180 because I don't have health insurance. Let's see what you have on your table, sir. Let me look at your medical supplies. And then we're gonna take your bandages, because you don't need them. These are mine now. Very descriptive there. Dude, look out the window. Those are trees. Walk away. Yes, Moon. Yes. That's how it works. We're gonna just steal all of his medical supplies.
This might help.
Just all of them right in front of him. These are ours now.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
No, they're not cute at all. One second. Settings. Display subtitles on. There we go. I thought it looked weird. I like hardly ever play these games without subtitles. Okay. Wait, was there more I could do with that bucket, or was it just no, I could just look at it. Okay. Anything? No. Okay, time to talk to Dude Bro here.
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course.
Tell me, Ethan. Because your phone
At
went
the
off.
Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging.
He's 12.
Still so much he has to learn.
Maybe
But the very
14 at
fate and
most.
future of this house rests in his hands.
He's tiny. Give the
Which is
job
rather
to somebody
frightening
else.
when you think about it.
Like, don't give it to
What will happen to me now?
the tiny
Excellent
one.
question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your... circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
I mean, wouldn't Lord Forrester need to be there?
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is. But I'm afraid
Wonderful
he's indisposed
dialogue
at the
there.
moment.
Right,
he
man?
prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
Yeah, the
Ah,
circumstances
they'll
of
take
your
it all if we let them,
circumstances, man.
Especially now with the Boltons
Isn't
in
that how
power.
normal people
And
talk?
proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left. Just as they've done before.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Can somebody
Talia
take the
asked to
sword?
see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened.
You're like 12.
Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He loved his family, my lady. He was very proud of Roderick.
Yet he was unable to save him.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Let's see.
He
Either
fought
the writer was
valiantly, my
goofing
lady.
there or was
Of
being
course he
very
did.
smart by making
He
it
was
seem
House
like that guy
Forrester's
knows
best.
only one big word and uses it every chance. I like the second one.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
You should take the sword that I have on my back.
I know it may be difficult to remember.
It was
but
your
if I
husband's
may
sword.
ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed?
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
I did avoid the
Thank
question.
you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
Because this is not at all what he said.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's
He did,
given to
man,
me.
he did.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Nobody likes Ramsay Snow.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
Never, apparently.
We have to
this
be
is
smart.
the Game of Thrones.
Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
We should demand justice.
Aye. Justice on their terms, which means they'll have your head.
Justice is taken, not demanded. Then what's
Somebody
to be
just
done?
give me my pigs back.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house.
He is
and
14.
he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this...
He does.
I'll accuse you
He
of
has
murder,
the brain cells of a
and
turnip.
us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice, They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's
Dun,
done
dun,
nothing
dun.
wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing
He is
we could
medieval
do
Batman,
to protect you.
14-year-old head of
To
house,
stay would
still
bring
allowed to be head of
destruction
house
upon
for
us
some
all.
reason.
I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That
Rude.
settles it then.
Sending me to the fucking wall.
You can have my
because
horse,
I did things.
and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Rude.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock, and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well-deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
And now I'm getting sent to the wall. This is
I've
what
been
honor
waiting
gets
for the
us.
right moment to tell you.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever. Most don't even know it exists.
Oh, I
They
forgot
think
to
it's just a
answer.
myth
Whoops.
made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
By make him proud, I mean I'm gonna fuck up everything at the wall as much as I possibly can. Just so we're clear.
Garrett, wait!
Aw. Thank you. You're so sweet. Let me take it. Thank you.
Be safe.
They all look like they're wearing some sort of like either duvet cover or like potato sack. But I love Telltale games. I love them.
Ethan?
Or both, yes.
Ethan!
find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore.
No.
Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan.
Right.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish
Well, you
Mira
can't
was here.
promise you're not going
And
anywhere.
Asher.
You might go somewhere.
And Roderick.
You're in
I
the
do
Game of
too.
Thrones, kid.
But
Y'all
Mira's in
probably gonna
King's
die. Every
Landing,
single
and
one
She
of
come
you.
home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
No, she's in King's Landing.
I don't want Garrett
She
to
is
die
not
either.
perfectly safe.
Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was
They
nice.
are really bad at searching.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
I've looked everywhere
said they're
except for
worried about
behind
me?
that tree.
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
You're
What
12.
does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were
Ethan, that
younger?
is not how you
When we
fight.
all
Or
used to play
Ryan.
here? You,
Ryan,
me,
rather.
Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
I figured milksop meant like somebody
Promise me you
who
won't be
still
like
is breastfed.
Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
You're the Lord, so give me sweets.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected.
Still
He's
thought I
gone
was
demanding
breastfeeding,
justice.
but that's good to know. Now I
Can't
know
he
what
meet with
milksop
Duncan?
is.
He is the
That
Castellan.
sounds like something disgusting.
Stay with us.
Why would you
Please,
eat bread
Ethan.
soaked in milk?
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Gonna just walk in the opposite direction. That's what Ethan's gonna do.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
I don't even think dead men roll over. I think they're too dead to do any sort of rolling.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan,
they really are.
You're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type.
Right.
Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I
Killed
know
one
he's
man.
here.
Only one.
What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me!
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
This is why I would die in the Game of Thrones.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare
Yay,
a raven.
Ramsay
We need to send
Snow.
word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ethan made this for me. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Father, much excitement
Welcome
here in
back,
King's
Shade.
Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Listen, the Asher in Spartacus was a fucking douche. The Asher in this game, I am in love with. So...
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Let's look out the window.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
He's got a very deep voice for a 12-year-old.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Nobody likes Cersei.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night,
Freaking love the
Blake.
cold boy. He's so useful.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Dun, dun, dun.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Yeah, but then you're gonna get all pissy because I have to tell her that I don't like you.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
I've played this before. I know where this goes.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
It's like they're sending me off to my death. It's great.
You can do this.
No, I can't.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
Whoops.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
We're just gonna piss Cersei off.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
Cersei
What
makes
would
me
you have the girl do,
uncomfortable.
Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war?
Look at that coding.
Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Is it my death?
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Whoops. Yeah, no. Most of the choices in this are just the same choice worded slightly differently.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said.
Cersei's a bitch. Do we really care what Cersei
It was quite
thinks?
the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences.
That is how the Cersei
in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can.
Cersei's just an
She
obnoxious
threatened to
bitch.
give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Is there like a maybe?
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion.
Oh, I guess we're going with I
It is a
can't because
risk
I
I cannot
accidentally hit the
afford.
button while trying to
I
pick my
admire
controller
your
back up.
discretion.
Whoops.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Nowhere
Cersei's
is
way of
good
looking
in the
at you
Game
so
of Thrones,
young.
Jazz. Nowhere
It's
is
more than a little
good.
intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Margaery has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
Definitely anything but the Iron Isles. I'd even go for the wall if I was a
Over in
dude.
Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. It's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Margaery could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No.
He does have a certain look about him.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him.
Oh, the camera angles are
Imagine the
pretty good
power
in
you
this
would
game.
have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
It
Once I know
definitely
the
will only
true
get
heart,
worse.
The lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on.
Well, yeah, the Game of Thrones is
Forgive
not
me,
a
my
game,
lady.
it's a battle
I wouldn't
plan.
otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She
It really doesn't have the same ring to it now.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady.
Oh yeah, no.
I will send a raven to my family.
No, there's no common sense in the Game of Thrones. Okay. In the Game of Thrones, there is only kill or be killed, and make decisions that you hope will not lead to you being killed. There is no common sense here. Not in this game, anyways. The show's pretty good. But in this game, they all just kind of make decisions that are a little bit ridiculous. No, is this the Flayed Man? I think this is the scene where they flay a man.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Don't like Ramsay's
my
game.
ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat. Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now.
Well, he's dead now.
How much further is it to these Forresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
Wasn't me.
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Hoping for the best here.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Your whole existence is a waste of time, Ramsay. I'm sorry to tell you this. Because we need to see this up close, apparently.
Bloody hell.
Okay, Jared, when you hear Flayed Man, what do you expect?
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
Because he's 12.
But 300 generations of Forrester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house. and
Well,
your
see, the
grandfather,
series would end
Lord
very
Thorin
quickly
the
if
Bold,
all of the
who seized
people
back
turned
the
on
River
the
Valley
Boltons.
from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your
All
father
4
did
of
not
them.
bear this responsibility alone.
6 of them.
He and every Forrester
Something
Lord
like
before
that.
him chose one man whom they trusted above all others. The Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move.
But yeah, it's not time, Jazz, clearly.
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks
He's
true.
right. I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy. Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord.
I feel like kicking him
Lord
isn't
Ethan,
gonna work.
You must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the war.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
Fuck him!
I will decide.
Send him to the wall.
Leave the poor man
Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal.
Do not punch him again, please.
A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forrester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
Well, I
heard
mean,
what the
can you
thief
really
said.
blame him for
I expect this
stealing?
sort
He
of thing
hasn't
will
been
happen
paid
again.
or
But
given
a sentinel
food.
can help you in the face of
Like-
disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
I could not say that I wouldn't do the
Someone
same
you
in
can
his
rely
position.
on, no matter the circumstance.
But Maester, that is what the small council is for.
My lord, you of all people should know that too many voices muddy the message. That is why there is one lord above all. And so there must be one advisor above the rest. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Doop doop doop. Gotta run around, talk to people. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. I need to get a drink.
Now, when I say parry, get that sword out! Slash right! That means now!
I have returned, and I see Moon is discussing Lord of the Rings.
Are you holding a sword or a turkey leg?
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your Sentinel?
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord.
Why do
I
half of
studied
these
it at the
characters look the
Citadel.
same?
The wood may be black,
I thought this
but
was
I see
Duncan.
gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
Ransom or a robbery? We may pay him now, but what's to stop him from coming back again?
Lord Ethan, the dangers of today outweigh the fears of tomorrow.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Has anything gone missing?
No, doesn't look that way. Seems Eric was the only one to resort to thievery. But I'm still worried about our stores. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've
It's gonna be
demanded
okay,
food
Moon.
from the small
It's gonna
folk
be
to
okay.
replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
I trust you to make the right decision.
We'll have to take food from the small folk and hope they can fend for themselves. If the house falls, they'd all be worse for it. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Can we talk about other
Duncan.
things?
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
No, it's nothing. I just need to walk and clear my head.
Let's talk to our sister. Let's not talk to our sister, I guess. We'll talk to Malcolm. I don't know who Malcolm is, but we're gonna talk to him.
Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I
he's
saw
your
what
uncle,
you
okay.
did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course.
It was a good
Until you've
90-degree
spoken
turn.
with her.
That is how I
Just
walk, in
try
fact.
to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made
Your
real.
brother, the garbage man.
You know that just as
Oh
well.
my god.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will.
We have to
You're
go get the
good-hearted,
garbage
my lord.
man.
That is your true
It's
strength.
such a fitting name, too, because he's the one that was
But my mother's
exiled.
fears are not the only ones I face.
So, like, he literally is
People
the
are scared
garbage
as
brother.
well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above
I
all
mean,
else.
to be fair, it does
Hopefully
sound
Lady
like a
Marjorie's
pretty cool
influence
name.
will be enough. But right now, I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes.
But I mean,
Everyone
in
knows
this
what
case,
happened with
it's
Lord
fitting.
Whitehill.
Like,
Garrett
not
being sent to the
entirely
wall without
fitting,
my knowledge.
I know. And that
but
wasn't
like,
your fault.
considering he's the
I'm the
exiled
Lord.
brother.
It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but
What? Ethan, please.
who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
You're not gonna just stare at people. We're gonna go find our little brother now, because he's somewhere.
Do it like you mean it.
What if I don't want to do it like I mean it? Tiny brother.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength.
Right.
And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget, but
And what of your brother Asher? Where's his name?
there's only two sides to the blade. Besides, he left, so... Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only
Totally
Lord
let
could
him
have
die.
that
Totally didn't
You'll have a
let
good
him
sword.
live.
I'm sure of it.
And continue staying with us.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy?
Yes,
Bad
I let
man?
him live.
Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
No, he's not our enemy. But he did a bad thing.
I
Then
feel
I
like
wish
the
you'd
choice
hurt
was
him.
supposed to
People who
be
do bad things need
let
to be
him
punished.
live.
Someone did
Like,
something bad
I
to
think the
Father
choice
and
was supposed to be
Roderick.
let him die, not
Someone
let
should
him
hurt
live.
them
Something like
even
that.
worse.
Words.
I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make
He's
sure I
deceased
have
now.
a real sword when I do.
Talk to Sir Royland now.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make. I
Basically,
wanted your advice.
Yeah.
What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weak.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Who would you choose, Moon? Who would you choose as your sentinel?
Slash and parry! Slash and parry! Again!
You're not wrong, Moon. That's the best part. Is you're not wrong. Okay, so we're at war. I'll give you a little backstory. We're at war. Duncan is very good at negotiation and very, like, everybody trusts his decision and everything. But as far as war is concerned, Royland, however you pronounce his name, is very good with the soldiers and, like, very good at battle plans
My
and
lord,
stuff.
are you now ready to name your sentinel?
So, like, if you were at war, would you want somebody who can negotiate, or would you want somebody who could come up with a good battle plan?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the
Personally,
small
I'd
council
want
at
both.
once.
But apparently I can only choose one. The negotiator over the strategist? Okay. That's what we will do then.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
It also works out well because, like, Forrester,
is
Lord
reckless.
Forrester,
Lord Ethan has
the one
made
who
his
died,
choice.
used to go to Duncan for, like, everything.
I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here. We've no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small
Yeah,
council.
they want the,
Lord Ethan deserves to hear from all of us.
I will hear from my Sentinel.
Don't they want, like, a high advisor?
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up
Wouldn't that be
arms,
more of
but
a
the rest
correct
of our
term, like,
soldiers
the
are
high
not.
advisor?
We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! My new Sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house?
Man, this is
I
not
cannot
Kitchen
listen to that
Nightmares.
bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
Your father would not approve, my lord.
Might as well be Kitchen Nightmares.
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of him. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan.
A game of
I
scones.
will stand beside you.
Oh my god.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house. There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
The one you already sent
Malcolm
away for?
told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that.
Have fun, man.
You have many fine
Enjoy your game of
qualities,
scones.
but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Mira's not going to be able to help us. We're just gonna take everything.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever...
Dun dun dun.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
Dun dun dun.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Gotta let him know that I made mistakes.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Goodbye, little coal boy.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own.
I'd hope for, like, any help.
Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you.
Warden
No,
of the...
that's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
May I offer you bread and salt, Lord Ramsay?
I loathe bread and salt. Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
You're like 12.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was
One man.
Forrester Squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton.
No, you're mistaken. That's not how it happened.
Our men are dead.
One
How it
man.
happened is irrelevant. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point.
Is a good
we'll
point.
We'll try this.
It's a very
Lord
good
Whitehill
point.
will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath?
Great.
That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff?
Nobody likes Griff.
Will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forester. You're not frightened, are you?
Of course he is. He's like 5.
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Leave my sister alone!
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well.
My lord, if you want a hostage, take me.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
What have you done?
That happened.
But I don't want brave lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No!
Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Well...
Take the boy of your ward.
No!
Kill him. If they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
So that just happened.
Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop that! Please! Ryan,
Stop it!
Remember Ryan! Do something!
Ethan?
Well, Ethan can do nothing. Ethan is dead.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel.
I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Welp. I think we are gonna end this here. And, pick it up again next time. It's been fun. And, I will see you guys the next stream. Bye!